Action Comics number 594 by John Byrne, which was published in 1987, witnessed an epic confrontation between Superman and Booster Gold the android, who managed to beat Superman like never before, and probably never after. Everybody in Metropolis was busy preparing for Superman's day. Trixie Collins, aka Gold Star, remarked that she would never get used to all this, reflecting on her short career as a superhero, and the fact that Michael Carter, aka Booster Gold, was trapped in an alien dimension when she saw a sign nailed on the wall by Booster himself, bearing Superman's symbol, with a line through it saying, "We do not need another hero." Trixie knew that Superman and Michael were never friends, but she still thought that Michael went too far. When he suddenly appeared flying overhead, she called him but he did not respond, and flew into the park and destroyed Superman's statue. Later on, Booster held a conference in which he discussed what he called the crimes of Superman against humanity. Lois, who was forced by Perry to go and listen to what Booster wanted to say, could not believe what he was saying. Booster said that weeks ago, Superman violated the country's laws by invading a foreign land, namely Korak, which was exporting terrorism, but that still did not give Superman the right to wage a war on another nation. Booster said that Superman thought of himself as a god, and that he had to answer for his crime, and that was when Lois interrupted him and told him that this was big talk from someone who was expecting to get paid for his services. But Booster told Lois that he was expecting that coming from Superman's girlfriend, and went on saying that Daily Planet was biased when it endorsed Superman's war. Lois, however, said that even the president's administration were prepared to back Superman when needed, but Booster said that it was time for them to know that they were wrong by accepting Superman at face value. Later on at the mayor's office, the mayor told Booster that Superman had the full support of his administration and rebuked him for making trouble, but Booster said that he made his position clear and decided to lure Superman out into the open, and the best way to do that was to kidnap Juliana, the mayor's daughter. Booster smashed his way out of the building and flew away with the woman, then landed on a rooftop where Superman would have no problem finding them. Booster then started hurting Juliana to force her to scream so that Superman would come for help. Superman, who was giving a speech, heard the screams and rushed for help. Meanwhile, Booster told Juliana that this was more than enough for Superman to come, but Juliana, who got her clothes ripped by Booster, called him a brute. Superman then arrived and tossed Booster away before checking on Juliana, who was not seriously hurt. Booster then came back and punched Superman off the roof into another building. Superman said that he felt that punch and that Booster was working out since their last meeting. They then flew at each other, where Superman managed to punch Booster, remarking that he would finish this before anyone gets hurt, not knowing that this was the first and the last punch he would deliver. Booster said that he would finish it, but not as Superman thought, then blasted Superman, who shockingly enough could not move or protect himself anymore. Booster pounded on Superman, remarking that he was on top for long, that he became soft, and that it was time for payoff. Booster mauled Superman, who was completely helpless and could not even think straight, remarking that he fought Booster before, but he did not have this kind of power. Booster then punched Superman some more, telling him that it was time to show everyone who Metropolis superhero truly was. The crowds gathered to see Booster finishing Superman, who seemingly lost his consciousness, remarking that he was not matched for him in any way, when another Booster suddenly appeared, remarking that Superman did not even fight the real Booster Gold, accusing the assailant of being an imposter. The story was concluded in Booster Gold number 23 by Dan Jurgens, in which the artwork was not as impressive as that of John Byrne. The assailant blasted the other Booster, who wasn't harmed at all, and punched his counterpart, forcing him to release Superman. The battle raged between the two, where one Booster managed to blast the other. Superman, who told Lois that he was still shaken from the beating he got, used his X-ray vision on one of the boosters, remarking that there was no broken bones and that he was the real one. But the other booster attacked Superman again and punched him hard, forcing Booster to interfere and protect him from the assault, Booster then told Superman that he did not understand why he could not fight back, as he thought that nothing less than a nuke blast could muss his hair. The other Booster then blasted them both, causing Superman horrible pain, with Booster remarking that Superman was not as tough as he thought, and could not believe that the city named a day after him. The two Boosters then were locked up, where the real Booster managed to rip off the arms of the fake one, who was revealed to be an android, before blasting him and ripping his fake flesh, revealing his true form. Booster then destroyed the android with one powerful punch. Suddenly, a piece of green kryptonite fell from the android, revealing that it was the reason behind Superman's weakness. Booster picked up the stone, which was still affecting Superman, who told him to get it away from him. Booster then approached Superman with the stone, remarking that it could really hurt him, and that he should keep it just to keep Superman off his back. Meanwhile, Lex Luthor, who was watching the battle, remarked that he was the only one who could conceive all that, and that Superman would never be able to prove him guilty. This was one of the earliest books I read about Superman, and was the first time I saw Superman beaten this way, to the degree that the cover and this panel in specific were deeply carved in my mind. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.